Well, I mean, that the messiest marketing situation I've ever walked into where there was absolutely no marketing situation. So essentially, the one marketer on the team had previously resigned. And so I walked into a thing that was just kind of being piecemealed together. So there was actually no marketing system whatsoever. They had the budget, they had the leadership that really wanted to drive marketing forward, but they were just kind of, in terms of marketing, they were leaderless. So they were just going through the motions, trying to stay afloat, right? They were just doing what they thought they had to do to keep their presence built out there. The great part about that team is that the leadership was bought in. They were willing to try things, and they knew they needed a change. So you go from a marketing situation where it's just chaos, it's the wild, wild west, to a system that, where now it's streamlined, aligned, and we have regular content production, regular lead gen, regular webinars, things of that nature, right? So from no systems to a system, that might be the biggest one I could bring to a point. So a lot of times, one thing that they were having issues with was they really couldn't see marketing results based off of their business goals, because they were doing a ton of different massive brand awareness campaigns, which brand awareness is great, right? And it has its place in all marketing funnels. But there was no way to measure that. We have a proprietary brand awareness survey system where we can actually then take, these big brand awareness campaigns that you're selling to your board, your leadership, things like that, and actually put and quantify them into a number. Or we can say, okay, right now our brand awareness is at 45. Okay, and we do this twice a year. In 6 months, let's try to get it to 50. Just incremental improvements. But that way, you're actually showing that the thousands of dollars and time you're spending on brand awareness is actually making an effect in your local market. So it's a lot easier way to sell it to your board members or your leadership. So we weren't seeing any of that without putting the system in place. We were just seeing that we got, for example, 1 million impressions off of something, but did that actually do anything? We still don't know back from that, previous when we just started helping them. But now we're starting to we have a really strong picture of what's effective. For that one, they had a really strong community already. They had a really strong social community that they were giving content to. So they had, like, anytime we'd post something, you would get tons of engagements, comments, and likes, right? So that was effective. So they were hitting their ICP really right on the head in terms of that social profile. Some other things that, and it doesn't show in the marketing numbers, but they just truly had an admin team that was willing to take risks and try new things, and that goes a long way. And they were trusting the process.